Good morning. It's Thursday, November 20th. Here's what we're working on.
I'm Emily Huang reporting live in Hamilton. A tractor trailer carrying several coils of steel flipped over on the Redway. Lanes remain closed.
A 17-year-old wanted in the fatal shooting of an innocent bystander in Hamilton is now in custody.
Here's the two defenders. There you go. R.J. Barrett, are you kidding me? R.J. The thunderous throwdown in the foul.
And the Toronto Raptors continue their winning streak. Good morning from all of us to all of you. What a spectacular day it was yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
It was lovely.
Brilliant,
it really was. I mean, it was one of those days you just wanted to be outside doing things. It was just a gorgeous day. The winds were light. The temperature got to, well, seasonal daytime high for this time of year.
And the sun was shining.
Yeah, the sun was lovely, and it had a little bit of warmth to it. So, we'll enjoy pretty much the same thing for the day today as well, and even a degree better. So we'll have a mix of sun and clouds, light winds again today, and a 7-degree high for the day. So enjoy this, because tomorrow it's going to change, but it's only going to be a one-day thing. Tomorrow we're going to get clouds. Well, actually tonight the clouds will start to push in. We could get some drizzle overnight, and then tomorrow it's mainly cloudy with showers. It'll start to clear up later in the day, but tomorrow's high around the Horseshoe is going to be 9 to 10 degrees, so it will be milder for the day tomorrow. We'll get good news. We'll get back to sunshine for the weekend, but it will be a touch cooler, and we'll talk all about that coming up. By the way, we're -2 right now with a wind chill of -4, so that's actually around seasonal for this time of year. Okay, let's get to traffic. Traffic here, 403 and Waterdown Road, we have really nothing to see right there. That's doing fine. The construction a little bit further along around King Road has come to an end. It's cleared, so that's good. Let's go to some MTO traffic cameras, and I'll show you this camera. This is the QEW at the Red Hill Creek, so there's no problems there. The big problem, of course, as Emily mentioned off the top, is the complete closure of the northbound lanes of the Red Hill Valley Parkway. That's because of an overturned tractor trailer, and it's closed from Mud all the way down the escarpment to King because of this ongoing situation. And of course, Emily will give us all the details coming up in a few minutes. She's on the scene there. So we will look at weather, we will look at traffic. We'll give you all the details on those coming up in a few minutes. Right now, the news.
Thank you, Brian. A big portion of the northbound lanes on the Red Hill Valley Parkway in Hamilton remain closed this morning after a transport truck rolled over. Emily Huang joins us live from the scene with the details. Good morning, Emily.
Good morning, Rick. I am standing on King Street East. You can see the Red Hill Parkway just behind me. Police responded to the scene just after midnight overnight. They say that a single tractor trailer carrying several large coils of steel flipped over onto its back. They say there are no injuries. I mean, there are minor injuries at this time, pardon me. And the cause of the crash has yet to be determined, but they say charges may be coming. As you can see, the road remains closed. The trailer was flipped back by heavy tow trucks just moments ago. Police say a crane may be needed to remove the debris. And these are some of the images taken by police shortly after they arrived on scene. As you can see, the tractor trailer was completely flipped over and steel coils were scattered across the road. Police say there's also extensive damage to approximately 300 feet of guardrail separating the northbound and southbound lanes. A significant portion of the Red Hill remains closed. Roughly 7-kilometer stretch of the northbound lanes from Mud Street all the way to King Street East are completely closed off to traffic. Drivers are advised to avoid the area altogether. Now we've reached out to City on the extent of the damage as well as how long the repairs will take and when it will begin. We'll get back to you on that when we get it. For now, I'll throw it back to you, Annette.
Okay, thanks very much, Emily. Well, Hamilton police have made an arrest in a shocking murder across the city. Police had been looking for a 17-year-old after the shooting death of Belinda Sarkoty in July. That suspect has now been charged with second-degree murder. Sarkoty was at a downtown bus stop at King and James when she was hit and killed by a random bullet. Police say no resource was spared in their search for the shooter. The suspect turned himself in.
A young punk thinks it's okay and thinks they're entitled enough to show up on a scooter and take the life of a 26-year-old young girl, Belinda, from Ghana. We also have to recognize and acknowledge that the trajectory of youth violence in this community is unacceptable. This is a time when we have to stand up. Mums and dads, brothers and sisters, and all of you have partnerships in our community. Call it out. You know what's going on. You understand what these kids are doing. Call it out. As a community, this isn't acceptable.
Despite 2 deaths from random bullets in the last few months, Hamilton's police chief says the number of shootings in the city is down significantly from 60 last year to 31 so far this year.
Brantford police are investigating a suspicious fire earlier this week and are looking for a suspect. Around 4 o'clock Monday morning, Brantford firefighters were called to a home in the area of Darling Street near Drummond Street. 3 young males in the home managed to get out safely and called 911. Investigators have determined the fire started in the basement. Police have released CCTV footage of a suspect, and police are asking for the public's help in identifying them. They're described as white with dark shoulder-length hair, wearing glasses, a black jacket with a fur-lined hood, and checkered pajama pants. Anyone with information is being asked to contact police.
Canada has signed a landmark deal to remove internal trade barriers across all provinces and territories. When it takes effect in about a month, goods approved in one area of the country can move freely across the rest of Canada, saving businesses time and money. Small and medium enterprises say they'll be able to break into new markets, while consumer benefits will appear as lower costs. Analysts estimate this agreement, which is largely in response to U.S. tariffs, could unlock $200 billion a year in Canada's economy.
Controversial Bill 33 that allows the government to take control of local school boards has passed in the provincial legislature. Ontario's education minister says the bill is a start, not the end, of the changes coming to education.
Bill 33 is all about putting school boards back on track that fall off the rails. I've referenced the Near North School Board a number of times. The authorities now, thankfully, with Bill 33 would allow me to step into a situation like we're seeing in Parry Sound, where students are in a half-demolished school. How is that better for students? When a board falls apart and the minister doesn't have the ability to step in and put it back on track.
The bill allows the minister to more easily put school boards under supervision. He's already appointed supervisors at 5 boards in the province and ordered others, including the Brant, Haldimand, Norfolk Catholic District School Board, to present financial management plans. Critics gathered outside of Queen's Park yesterday in protest.
What that means in real time is that decision-making is being taken away from students, being taken away from teachers, being taken away from professors, and given to the government. The government's job is to be able to properly fund education, not interfere with processes that are already democratically determined.
Minister Paul Calandra adds the French and Catholic boards would retain their constitutional rights, giving trustees authority at least on French and religion-specific issues.
Ontario NDP leader Marit Stiles is not backing down from comments that got her kicked out of the legislature yesterday.
It is the endless grift of a anti-democratic and, yes, corrupt government.
I will ask order. I will ask the member to withdraw. I will ask the member to withdraw.
Speaker, I will not.
The NDP have been asking for the Labour Minister to resign over skills development funding that went to groups connected to the PC government. Labour Minister David Piccini maintains he's done nothing wrong. Well, Hamilton's Ronald McDonald House is shining a little brighter for the holidays.
3, 2, 1.
The house near McMaster Children's Hospital celebrated its Light Up Our House event last night. It helps families using their services get into the festive spirit. The Ronald McDonald House offers families a place to stay and food to eat while their child is undergoing treatment.
This means like the world to our families. Just imagine waking up Christmas morning and not being at your tree, not eating breakfast at your breakfast table, not being with your family in your house. That is a reality to about 40 families that live here over the holidays. So tonight is a way to kind of kick off that season for them, to let them know that we got their back. They don't need to do Christmas shopping. We've got toys for them to take here. They don't need to prep a Christmas meal. We'll take care of that for them. And then also, hopefully, they can enjoy the Christmas spirit over the next month and a half.
Hamilton's Ronald McDonald House is on Main Street West and Coots Drive if you want to drive by and see the lights yourself.
Sportsline, the Raptors used a dominating third quarter in Philadelphia to pick up their 5th win in a row.
Here's the 2 defenders. RJ Barrett, are you kidding me? RJ, the thunderous throwdown and the foul.
Toronto trailed by 3 points at halftime before they went on an 18-7 run, outscoring Philly 44-26 in the third, and eventually beat the Sixers 121-112. Brandon Ingram and RJ Barrett led the Raps with 22 points each, while Isaiah quickly went 4 for 9 from beyond the arc, including 2 3-pointers in the final couple of minutes, finished with 18 points. It was Toronto's 9th win in 10 games, boosting their record to 10-5, good for second place in the NBA's Eastern Conference behind the Pistons, who've won 11 straight. The OKC Thunder's blistering start to the NBA season continues. Hamilton's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 33 points to lead the defending champion Thunder to their 7th straight victory, 113-99 against Sacramento. Oklahoma City is now a league best 15-1. It was a rough night for the Sabres. Rookie goalie Colton Ellis was lit up for 4 goals in the third period as Buffalo lost 6-2 on home ice to the NHL worst Calgary Flames. Joe Farabee led the Flames attack with 2 goals. It was not a fun night for the goalies in Washington, where the Capitals hosted the Oilers.
Ovechkin came in front, and that was whacked toward the point. 2-on-1 now. Strome and Beauvillier with that call back. Beauvillier shoots and scores. 5-3 Washington.
Yeah, the Goalhorn got a workout last night as the Capitals outslugged Edmonton 7-4. Oilers goalie Stuart Skinner was torched for 5 goals on 19 shots. Washington's Logan Thompson gave up 4 goals on 30 shots. Ryan Leonard had 2 goals for the Caps, and teammate Tom Wilson netted 2 empty netters in the win. Hamilton's Darnell Nurse scored twice in Edmonton's 2nd straight loss. Elsewhere, the Wild beat Carolina 4-3 in a shootout. Anaheim dumped Boston 4-3. Well, many Ticats fans wanted to see it happen, but Danny McManus is not returning to Hamilton. Blue Bombers general manager Kyle Walters announced yesterday that McManus, the team's assistant general manager, will remain in Winnipeg. The 60-year-old was given permission to speak with the Cats about their vacant GM job last week. DMAC has worked in the Bombers front office since 2014 and is the last quarterback to lead the Ticats to the Grey Cup 26 years ago. Major League Baseball says it will comply with the U.S. Senate Committee's request for documents detailing gambling investigations. The request followed indictments of Cleveland pitchers Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz, accusing them of taking bribes to rig pitches for bettors. Both have pleaded not guilty. One of the all-time greats on the tennis court has received the call.
Congratulations. It is my great honor to officially let you know that you are going to be inducted into the International Tennis Hall of Fame in 2026.
Roger Federer elected to the International Tennis Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility yesterday. The first man to win 20 Grand Slam singles titles was part of an era of unprecedented greatness alongside rivals Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic. TV announcer and journalist Mary Carrillo, who was also a former player, was elected in the contributor category. The induction ceremony set for August.
Okay, 6:14 is the time. It's Thursday, the 20th of November. We'll talk about the forecast coming up. First of all, let's get to traffic because we have big problems in the Hamilton area. Nothing here. 403 is moving nicely all the way through Ancaster. The 403 here at Waterdown Road, that's our exclusive camera, is doing fine. So no problems there. The link is doing okay. It's the Red Hill Valley Parkway where we have a problem. I mean, I can show you this camera. This is the QEW at the Red Hill Creek. So you're looking at Toronto-bound lanes of the QEW heading away from us, but the big problem is on the Red Hill Valley Parkway. Complete closure northbound. That's going down the escarpment. It's closed from Mudd all the way down to King. because of a rollover tractor trailer that was carrying those huge coils of steel, did all kinds of damage to guardrails. So it's going to be a long time cleanup. You're going to have to find alternates to come down the escarpment. If you normally use the Red Hill Valley Parkway to come down the escarpment, you're going to have to find something else because it's just going to be really slow, all of those other routes that you decide to try. So let's go to some other traffic cameras. Garden City Skyway looks good. We'll flip ahead to the 403 junction at Brant. Nothing there. Ford plant all the way through Etobicoke Creek. So nothing on the QEW. Big problem on the Red Hill Valley Parkway. Okay, let's get to the temperature that we have to start our morning. Temperature's just fallen a degree. Normally happens this time of the morning. So now we are -3. Wind chill -6. Winds are light. Humidity is right up there. The skies are clearing. It was fairly cloudy overnight, but we're going to see a mix of sun and clouds for the day today, and actually a 7-degree high for today, and that is above seasonal. So light winds, 7 degrees, sunshine. Enjoy the day today. Let me show you what's going on. That ridge of high, it's pushing off towards the east, so a little more southerly flow behind it. We're going to see a warm front go through. That's the red line. The cold front, the trailing cold front, the blue line is going to push through, getting closer tomorrow. That's going to give us cloud cover, chance of drizzle tonight actually, and then chance of showers for the day tomorrow, and then it will get better for the weekend. So today, anywhere from 6 to 7 degrees generally, mix of sun and clouds. Some areas will see a bit more sunshine, mainly sunny skies. So a very lovely Thursday. Tonight, drizzle, 5 for Niagara, 3 and 2 degrees. Yeah, those are plus side temperatures, so it's not going to get quite as chilly overnight. And then tomorrow, temperatures spike up 9 and 10 degrees. Some sunshine. Actually, skies will start to clear later in the day, but there's that cloud with chance of showers on and off throughout the day tomorrow. So, stepping out the door, 20th morning of November. Sky is mainly clear at the moment. Winds are light. The temperature now sitting at -3. And the long-range forecast for the weekend coming up. Annette, Rick.
We are looking forward to that weekend.
Very much so. Coming up after the break, we're going to say good morning to Emily with a preview of what's to come in Chit Chat. And a mixed picture when it comes to mortgage delinquencies nationally and in Ontario. We'll take a look after the break. Let's say good morning to Emily Vukovic. What is coming up in Chit Chat?
Hi, good morning. A historical drama that scored 95% on Rotten Tomatoes is hitting Netflix soon.
I'm intrigued.
Yes, now that was a tease. Ricky Gervais' next comedy special is set for a December release. And later on this morning, the Family Stone sequel is in the works to honor the late Diane Keaton.
Oh, wow. Okay,
great
looking
movie.
forward to that. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Emily. Let's turn to business news. In overseas trading so far, the Canadian dollar is down 3 basis points to 71.14 cents U.S. Gold is down $20, while oil is up 40 cents to $59.64 U.S. a barrel. Midday trading in Europe, Frankfurt is leading the way, up 221 points, with London and Paris also ahead this hour.
In Asian markets, Tokyo was leading the way, finishing up more than 1,200 points. There were slight gains and losses in the rest of the Asian markets. A good finish at the close of North American markets yesterday, with the TSX up 241 points. There were gains on Wall Street as well.
Ontario saw an increase in mortgage delinquencies despite the rates across Canada falling. Canada's housing agency says the number of homeowners behind on mortgage payments has fallen for the first time in 3 years, but people in arrears are still trending up in Ontario and BC. Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation says the national mortgage delinquency rate was 0.22% in the second quarter, down from 0.23% in Q1.
A new survey says most Canadian businesses are using artificial intelligence in some way or another, but only a small fraction are seeing any return on their investments. The report by KPMG Canada says a survey of more than 750 business leaders found 93% say their organizations are using AI, but only 2% said their organizations are seeing a return on their generative AI investments. 3 in 10 say they expect their AI investments to start bringing in a return within the year. 6 in 10 said they're waiting 1 to 5 years for that.
All right, quick timeout. Brian's going to have an update on what's happening on the Red Hill Valley Parkway and details on your 7-day weather forecast. Stay with us.
Okay, we made it to Thursday. 6:24 is the time. We're looking at no problems on the QEW at the moment, but the Red Hill Creek, that's the camera at the QEW Red Hill Creek. The problem is this morning on the Red Hill Creek, northbound lanes are coming down the escarpment completely closed between Mud and King, and that's because of a rollover tractor trailer. So it's going to be ongoing for a while they clean the debris up, the damage to the guardrail there as well. So yeah, avoid that area. Grab an alternate if you possibly can. All right, let's check some other cameras. Garden City Skyway looks good. The Burlington Skyway still moving nicely. Nothing through east of 4th, or we'll flip ahead to Sheridan. We'll dip into the 403 at Dundas Street. Nope, nothing going on there. Okay, let's get to the temperatures that we have at the moment. Temperatures right now, -3 for Hamilton, wind chill -6. So it's a chilly start for Hamilton, -1 Mississauga, plus side for Grimsby and Toronto, 1 and 2 degrees. So seasonal temperatures this time of year are now 6 for the daytime high and -2 for the overnight low. So we are just a little bit below seasonal to start the day here in Hamilton. Those are our sun times and records for today. Record high 18.6. Wouldn't that be nice? For school today, +1 by the first bell, sunshine, sun and cloud mix, and 7 degrees for after school coming home. And that's the high for the day today. So sunny and 7. +2 tonight. So not quite as chilly, but we're going to get some drizzle settling in. Tomorrow, chance of showers, mainly cloudy skies at 9. After the cold front goes through, Saturday and Sunday look beautiful. Sunny both days, little cool Saturday, but milding up 5 to 8 degrees on Sunday. And then we get chance of showers for Monday, Tuesday, even into Wednesday. That's your forecast. Annette, right?
Okay, thanks very much. Well, you never know where you're going to find love. Perhaps a swimming pool?
An Illinois couple who met at a YMCA water aerobics class tied the knot, and they held the ceremony in the very same pool where their romance began. 82-year-old Edward LaRue met 78-year-old Marlene Parsons in the class in Maryville. They both had lost their longtime spouses 6 years earlier, but after some playful splashing, they realized how much they liked each other. Turns out the aquatics director is a minister, so they decided to take the big plunge in the pool. The wedding included a bouquet toss and a dance. They even ended the ceremony the way their romance started, with some playful splashing.
I love this story so much.
This is great. This is great. Wow. I wonder if there was a beach ball involved.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe they should have. Well, I won't say it. Stay with us. More to come after the break here on Morning Live. We'll save that for off air.
Well, I can hardly wait. I'll tell you all about it afterwards.
The director's cut coming soon.